clever, charismatic, covert is in the building. I miss you. You miss me. You know, it's been a while. Today, we are watching 6ix9ine just ruin Steph Curry in one move. Video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's get into this reaction.
The relationship between AYESHA Curry and Steph Curry is definitely polarizing. But it wasn't always like that. At first, AYESHA Curry was the kind of pick-me wife, staying at home, never wearing revealing clothes, and doing whatever she could to show Steph some respect. But ultimately, that did change. And it changed dramatically. We started to see AYESHA Curry go from being a big-time supporter of Steph to resenting him in real time. And statements like this were red flags.
I never really seen nothing wrong. I ain't never really see like nothing like Steph really did wrong so far. I heard about AYESHA, like, you know, attention seeking and stuff like that, but I haven't really heard of Steph doing anything.
It bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
So here you have a woman complaining that
you have zero male attention. I mean, the only male attention you should really be getting, well, I'm not going to say it like that. You shouldn't worry about other people calling you beautiful. Your man should already be doing that. Your man, your father, your brother, whoever, not even just anybody in your life, period. You got a husband, you don't need all that extra attention seeking you talking about. It's unnecessary. You get what I'm saying?
she doesn't get attention from other men, but she wants it. And then
for what though is my question.
Kevin Samuels had to get on her.
She married a guy that she thinks she's better than, and honestly, she's jealous of him. She's jealous because I'm sitting at home, pumped out 3 kids, and he's on TV every day. He's getting all the fame. He's getting all the red carpet treatment. He's getting all this. And only time she gets attention,
because Steph Curry is arguably like one of the best shooters. Well, he is the best shooter in my eyes in NBA history. So what do you expect?
His attention he deflects.
Let's be honest. Nobody knew. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Nobody really knew who AYESHA was if it wasn't for Curry. Let's be so for real.
To her. We wouldn't know about AYESHA Curry if it wasn't for Steph.
I just said that.
He tries to put her in the spotlight. He tries to put her front and center. And guess what? If she had what it takes, she'd already be there. And that's what's not being told.
Woo!
Now, Kevin always had
That's true,
the gift of
he didn't lie
bringing
there.
things out to the open.
Except for the jealousy part. I don't know why she would be jealous of her own husband though. That doesn't make sense to be jealous.
Open that some of us wouldn't have thought about. And he says it very clearly. If she was really that chick, she would already be on, but she's not, and you're upset that you're not.
Imagine being able to build
I hate ads so
just
much,
by
y'all.
thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Not on. And then even now, as you've seen in the past with some of her interviews, she's talking about how she regrets being, a wife, a mother. She had other things that she wanted to do, and well,
it's healthy. It's healthy to, in front of a bunch of strangers in a public setting, to talk about how your husband just kind of doesn't get it, and how it was.
She's talking about how she regrets being, a wife, a mother. She had other things that she wanted to do, and
doesn't make any sense. Anybody who says they never wanted to be a wife or a husband, or whatever you call it, that doesn't make any freaking sense, because nobody forced you to sign the papers. Nobody forced you to say yes. You signed up for it. Now you gotta take this for life. You shouldn't have signed them papers. Nobody forced you to sign them papers, ma'am.
It's healthy to.
You didn't have to.
In front of a bunch of strangers in a public setting, to talk about how your husband just kind of doesn't get it, and how it's much harder for you to not have been able to pursue your dreams that were literally only that, dreams. Like there was nothing in your reality that looked like you were about to be in the truth.
What you mean? What's stopping you from pursuing your dreams right now? If anything, you have an advantage because you got money under your arm. I understand you got kids too. You got to take care of your kids. But it's like you got a whole advantage. You have money under your arm. You can literally do almost anything in the world with money. Like, come on now. See, she's just doing too much. That's doing too
Trajectory
much.
of becoming a C-suite executive.
Woo! Yeah, again, this is the problem with Ayesha Curry.
wonder
She's
what was
acting
her
as
dreams,
if
though.
she was going to be like this big time celebrity if she had not met Steph Curry. That's the issue. But hindsight is 2020, so
Stop using him as an example. If you want to do all this, why don't you just do it? Like,
it's easy to say that you would have done X, Y, and Z simply because you are rich. But really, if I wouldn't have went to Grant High School, I would have became the #1 point guard in the city of Sacramento.
Stop the cap.
But again,
exactly,
these things with
O'Shea. It
Ayesha
don't make no
Curry
sense.
kept coming about, and almost, it seems like almost every few months she goes on to some podcast and she's really disrespecting Steph Curry. And to Steph Curry's point, he's nothing like Ayesha Curry. He's very respectful. He never talks about her in a devastating way or in a pejorative way, despite the fact,
I know. You notice Curry, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really see Curry like going out hanging around all these girls and stuff. Naturally, it's going to be girls at the NBA, I assume, right? Or wherever, or groupies or something like that. But he ain't out there doing all that. You get what I'm saying? He seems like he's loyal. I could be wrong because, people be putting on the front, especially celebrities, but he seems like a loyal guy. He don't seem like,
that she
he be out of the
does
way.
this, and this is what has caused so many women to question her.
But at this point, you're embarrassing him because it's like every interview you want to let it be known you're not happy. Then let somebody else marry him. Let somebody else live the lavish lifestyle.
For real, you don't want it. You said you was gonna have it before him regardless, and he like stopped you. Ain't nobody tell you to stop what you wanted to do. You the only one that stopped yourself, ma'am. Like,
somebody else make him happy.
Just like what she said too. She's definitely right because she's straight up embarrassing this man. Nobody told you to be with this man. Like, you could have gave the lavish lifestyle like what she said to somebody else.
What you thought was gonna happen marrying a basketball player? You thought he was gonna be home every single day? No, bro. That's
Y'all, I'm gonna stop pausing it, but another thing is, like, if you got a problem in your marriage, the last thing you want to run to is interviews or the freaking internet. It's not going to do nothing but make blogs off of it and make it a million times worse. And then, depending on the type of person that's yapping their mouth about what's going wrong in your relationship, that could really get y'all broken up for real.
what comes with the game.
I'm sorry, y'all. I be pausing. I got something to say.
I would be meal prepping for that man, doing everything he got to do. You on interviews talking about how, in other words, you're miserable. You act like you want to go cheat.
Now, this lady is interesting because she's saying something that a lot of ladies think. Why don't you just leave the guy, let somebody else marry him, and take care of him? I mean, that's just what you should do, because every time you're talking about this guy, you are insinuating the worst. And it also seems like you're a lady who wants to cheat. Now, again, guys, people have been speculating this for a long time on the internet. Like, Ayesha Curry is, showing her body off. She's losing all this weight. Okay. She's hanging out by herself in Toronto. Like, clearly this lady feels that she's lost out. So she wants to experience certain things. And I believe that because she has a husband like Steph Curry, let's say, for example, that she was to cheat, she's probably betting on the fact that, okay, well, he's not going to leave me if I do cheat. It doesn't matter. Woo! But again, the signs are there. If a woman is talking about this sort of stuff kind of out in the open, and especially if you are a high value man, you are a man that makes a lot of money. And again, Kevin Samuels was saying the same thing deeper into that video. She doesn't respect the position that Steph Curry has. While we are so enamored by the fact that he's the greatest shooter of this generation, he's an excellent basketball player,
He's the greatest shooter in NBA history.
Doesn't look at him in the same vein, and that's the issue. But
I don't care what nobody say. He is way better than Larry Bird. I do not care.
Her as if she's the best thing since white
Tell
rights.
me what you feel about Nicole.
And so now these rumors have continued.
Oh my
Starting a fashion brand shouldn't feel impossible.
I hate ads.
Other print-on-demand platforms
continue to, kind of fester about, both of them, her willingness to stay in the marriage, speculating when the marriage is going to end because most people think it will end soon, and all of that.
Dang.
But nobody ever had any confirmation of infidelity happening.
I need to get out
until
business.
Who is the biggest name girl you've ever fucked?
If I lie, do I get sued for defamation?
Who's the most famous girl you ever fucked?
Yes, AYESHA Curry.
Wow.
Hold up.
Who's the most famous girl you ever fucked?
Yes, AYESHA Curry.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine goes to Neo Stream.
I don't believe. What? Ayesha. Here's the thing though. This man has already been to court and has been famous for quote unquote snitching, right? Which is another topic for another day. But this man don't want to go to court no more than what he has to go to court for. What he got to do this to Stephen Curry though? Like, what he got to lie on Stephen Curry for? Like, or Ayesha? Ayesha, I swear if this is true. Ayesha, you fuck 6ix9ine? 6ix9ine, really? I would have went for Chris Brown or Michael B. Jordan or like maybe even I'm not even gonna say him. He's married. That's disrespectful. But 6ix9ine? You couldn't have went for Chris Brown or something. Chris Brown hot too. Like 6ix9ine. Did you get paid for this? Like
Neo asks
girl, you got to get it together. I'm not giving her a pass if you just cheat on somebody, especially in a marriage, and it's like a way more attractive person. That's not a pass. I'm just saying, like,
who is the biggest star that you've ever clapped cheeks with? And he says, well, am I gonna get sued? And
that's how you know she doing it out of something. Cause what she gonna do it out of money? She already got her money, a little family going on, a nice little husband, nice house, nice car. She can do whatever she want. She's still cheating.
Goes out to say it's AYESHA Curry.
It's got to be something deeper than that, then. For real.
I don't know if this is true, and
I hope
it may
it's not
be true. But here is what I know, and this is for sure: that Tekashi 6ix9ine, on almost every female that he has dealt with, has some level of receipts that he can prove to say that he did this. And he typically shows somebody like DJ Academics. He typically shows, people in the industry, or he could be trolling. But let's say that he's not trolling and this rumor gets out there, people believe it. Well, then why would they?
Hold on, I just caught wind of this cut. What kind of cut is this, my nigga? Nigga look like he dipped his head in wok or something. Like,
believe this sort of rumor.
What kind of cut
they
is
would
that,
believe this sort of rumor.
I ain't mad, but
simply of how she behaves, it's believable. And so this is what
hold on. Telling you, this man 6ix9ine really be walking in. He got the scribbles on his face. This nigga 6ix9ine really be walking down the street looking like a Skittle, my nigga. Come on, like,
believe it. Well, then why would they believe this sort of rumor? They would believe this sort of rumor because simply of how she behaves, it's believable. And so this is what I kind of want to tell to women out there, that you are in a relationship with a guy and you can be faithful to the guy. But if you're the person that has an attitude like AYESHA Curry has, and it's bad and it's terrible, and you're humiliating your man in the public, it is so easy for somebody to go out and say, you know what? You as a lady are exhibiting all these qualities. So yes, it's true. You are doing this to Steph. Now you can come out and get in front of it and say it's not true, but people would like to believe this because typically Tekashi 6ix9ine, from what I know, doesn't rely on himself.
Shoot.
But you've put it out there by how.
Hold on, chat. My bad. Shoot. Anyway, that's what people do
how
anyway.
you acted.
They like drama.
And so
they
now
don't like people
everybody
in peace.
can go and
That's
say, "Oh,
considered
she's
boring to
cheating
them,
on her
like.
husband," and he can get mad about it and like, "Yo, my wife isn't cheating on me." Stop the show, although he wouldn't know. Woo! But if you didn't want people to even believe that, then why do you act the way you do? All that you had to do was act like a lady and be respectful to your husband and to not drag or dog him. And then if somebody were to say this, you slept with a Steph Curry's wife, hey, we would easily be able to shoot that down. Like, what? Like, no, there's no way that she did that, that he's lying. And let me tell you this, he wouldn't even try it either, because people just wouldn't believe him, and he know it wouldn't be true. And let's say, for example, it was true, he'd had to show undeniable evidence. Now, in this case, we're most likely not going to get undeniable evidence, and he could get sued if it's false. But the reality is that she's been acting like this the whole entire time. And so people are going to have a right to go and run with this particular story, although I can't verify.
No, hold on, O'Shea.
People are going to have a right to go and run with this particular story.
Sort of. I kind of disagreed for a second, but sort of.
Now, if it is true, this is where it's going to be crazy. You see, people tend to like opposite of what they already have. Let's look at AYESHA CURRY, for example. If this were
I know what he's talking about. But if this is true, like, you think Curry is gonna like stay with her, or is he gonna divorce her? I hate to say that, but I know what he mean by like people typically like the opposite of what they got. Like for example, the Will Smith and the August Alsina situation. Yeah, entanglements.
True. Fundamentally, it would prove something, that she wants the provider guy, who is Steph Curry. He's safe. He's an NBA All-Star. He's a man that's a Christian. All of this stuff.
Great.
A man that checks all the boxes, pays the bills. But a man that you may not find exciting, a man that you feel is holding you back. He's giving you a good soft life, but obviously there's something that you could do in the streets. So you're missing that part of the streets. Okay? Now, if that woman goes out and gets a dude that's completely different from the man that you are, if she's having a sex relationship with him, then it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense why she would mess with a guy like Tekashi 6ix9ine, because Tekashi 6ix9ine is all about vibes. He's completely different than Steph. He probably is exciting to her, and yes.
I mean, yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh, I keep clicking stuff. I mean, yeah, look at this nigga, bro. He looked like he funny to hang around. I'm not even gonna lie. He looked like he is funny to hang around.
That's what she needed to,
like, fun person
get her, what wet and all of that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Shay, stop.
And ultimately, the rumor is out there, and again, it could be fake. But when you're AYESHA CURRY and you've been making all of these problems for yourself and for your husband, then yeah, I mean, people are likely gonna believe it, and the reason why they're going to believe it, it's your fault. Woo! So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shitty Jackson back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Which for you this her.
All right, y'all. That's the end of the video. Comment, do whatever you want to do. Put your little view on the video. Do whatever you want to do. But this is the end of the video. Peace.